Good evening and welcome to a brand new year of Sports Live here again. One last go around. Let's put it that way. One more semester left. So this is the start of the end. Joined again with my man in the box, Mr. Tyler Meyer. How's it going, Tyler? Oh, maybe if I turn your mic up, that would help.
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. And then we got our returner here.
Well,
Give me a second. Hey, I'm going to mic you down.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Patent pockets.
Mr. Moneyman, Nick Getty is back, too. Let's go, Nick. Get your mic on there.
what an intro.
There we go.
Now is it
Now
on? There
now
we
it's
go.
on.
Okay.
You forgot.
We're starting out slow.
It's a slow start. It's a slow start here. But
I was
that's
just-
okay. It's
I
the
just
beginning of the
broke
year.
out laughing as soon as it started playing.
We had to get some money. You are the money man this year as the treasurer of the SMSU Media Club. You are the money man.
I gotta make sure money's there.
Scary part is there money there? That's the question. Have you not spent it all yet?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. That is very scary. So, new year, that means, well, I shouldn't say new stuff, but we're going to keep it a little bit of a down low this year.
I'm pretty much sitting as Aaron Rodgers right now watching Brett Favre.
Okay.
Because you're at the tail end of your careers right now.
You are that is a good analysis.
That's
We're
awesome.
on the end. We're in the. But then you got to remember, I'm like 40. I'm 40. He's like 46, still playing in the lead somehow. He is the old man of the group. So
Hey, I just dug my walker out. It's okay. It's the first day today. I just dug it out.
I
had to
figured
be
you
able
had
to figure out how to walk again, but it was
figured you had to.
it was hard.
We're gonna get going here with some recaps of some summer events that happened. Of course, big one was the Olympics. How much of the Olympics did you guys watch?
I watch a decent amount.
I watched decent, I guess.
See, it says the same thing as you do.
I watched
Might as well just ask you, Nick, and
I-
you can answer for both.
I watched the guy like do his front flip / like
Okay,
half spin around and snapped his leg in half.
Oh,
Was that
gosh.
like one of the men's
One of the
gymnastics?
gymnastics, yeah.
I guess I didn't watch that.
I was
part.
watching that live. I was like, whoa.
That was disgusting
scary.
and gross. And
How about Michael Phelps in his final Olympics?
but final.
Yes, final.
Quote
It's over.
unquote final.
It's over.
He's said it's been over before.
It's over. Don't
Oh,
worry.
trust
Is it
me,
over?
He's pretty sure over.
He has a
I
newborn
promise.
son. It's over. That pretty much
Just because you have a newborn son doesn't mean your career's over.
well, he's
Look at Antonio Cromartie.
bam.
I think 13 and counting, right?
Yeah, at least he has a job, so that's good news. Barely, but he does.
He hasn't quit.
No, Phelps is probably done, but that was an incredible way for him to end his career. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he had just the one silver medal, everything else gold. Got beat by a kid that actually got his autograph, I believe, in Beijing,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty neat to see that actually happen.
Because that's I think he's from Stanford is what it is.
Yeah,
Is he from Stanford too? I mean, it was incredible though the way
I
that
could
did.
be
How about as I pull this up now? How about is it Ryan Ledecky? Or not Ryan? Is that her name? No, Katie Ledecky.
There we go.
Unbelievable. She was her last gold medal that she got. She won by what was it like
Oh, it was-
6 seconds? You
She
couldn't even
torched
see
them.
You couldn't even see the people. You
She-
thought she was
she
racing by
torched them.
herself. It's
Yeah, it was-
ridiculous. And then of course you had Simone Biles on the gymnastics, while the as they call themselves the final five.
Mm-hmm.
So that was incredible the way gymnastics were. The women's basketball was really good. They dominated the men's basketball. I applaud them, but they didn't play good at all.
Funny thing about that actually was Carmelo said that he would take an Olympic championship just
Took
the same.
three of them over any Super Bowl.
Just the
Or not
same
Super Bowl,
over
championship.
any NBA championship, and it's just like, really, dude?
Hey,
What? That can't even classify
Hey, man,
as
is
in the same
that-
category.
that's what he
he
feels right.
values himself on. That's fine.
Exactly.
Leave it that way.
But I was a little disappointed. I would say probably you guys would agree about how the men's played, even with their, as they call it, very little experience, but they're still stars. They should have
They're
been out there.
stars in the NBA,
They should have been dominating by 20, 25 plus points, but they didn't. The women did. The women did their job. They went dominated. But the men couldn't do I think they did one game. I think they had one dominating game. But, I mean, Spain should have beat them. Who was it,
Australia.
France? Or was it Australia? One of them
Australia.
came down to the final shot, and they just missed it to tie
I
and
think
go
that
to
was
overtime.
Australia,
It's like, holy moly's. Let's see here. What else ended up? But here's the final medal count, of course, which the United States play in so many events, and no one can beat them anyways. 121 total medals for the United States.
That
46 gold, which was more than, let's put it this way, a lot of the countries alone. 37 silver and 38 bronze, so a dominating performance. And the second nearest was Great Britain at 67. It's that's kind of a little
I'd say-
dominating.
Yeah, a little. Just a
lopsided.
little.
And then, of course, the return of golf at the Olympics, which was, I don't know. I debate that one.
Yeah,
It was fun to watch. It wasn't fun to watch. It was really weird to watch. It was, I don't know. It was kind of like, I just don't, when you don't know half the guys in the field because you got to have in multiple countries, it's kind of like, you can only have 4 Americans. And, of course, only one played halfway decent. The rest of them kind of fell in their face and didn't do anything. Bubba Watson. Played so well, died off there late. But anything else about the Olympics you guys want to chime in on here a little bit?
What about the fake robbery?
Oh, that's Ryan Lochte and his little charade there.
Yeah, that
I could almost say he's pulling a Lance Armstrong about this. Like he's,
As much as he is a Florida Gator, I do not like him.
I was saying, like he's
Put it
lying
that way.
about it, but he's
But the thing, he was drunk. That's the problem. He was very intoxicated. They all were. And I guess the story, not the story, but one of the wrong. I at least changed the wrong mic.
wow.
But the I guess the guy who was in the gas station was saying that like they urinated all over the place, and he
Oh.
wasn't going to do anything because they were swimmers, so they're used to doing that. Or well, he says that. Well, I guess you kind of can say that because they probably do it in the pool a lot. I would imagine they probably do at some point. But going by the pool, how about the diving well that turned green?
Oh yeah, that's
a little
disgusting.
too much pH there. Was a little
was-
unbalanced pH there.
just a little.
I thought it was pretty cool though. It was kind of neat to see that.
Yeah, and honestly, they should have never held the Olympics there after that, the threats and all that.
Well, it's not
You know,
the
it just-
threats; it's all the poverty and all the disgusted stuff that's all around there and all. If you looked at the ocean, I wouldn't even go into that thing.
Yeah, that.
But it was, volleyball. Women's, I think, did pretty well. Indoor volleyball, the men's struggled.
Yeah.
Beach volleyball, the women's, it was like the first time one of the women had lost in like the 4 Olympics or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
And it was incredible.
Offhand.
Well, that's just kind of what happens when you kind of get up there in age and dominate so long.
And all of a sudden you get that one person.
And then,
that
of
can beat
course,
you.
and then tennis, I believe Venus and Serena both got beat in
Yep.
doubles. And then I think Venus lost in singles, too. Right away, it was like, wow.
They need to retire.
Not Venus. Or no, is it Serena that's dominant? She just broke
Serena-
some kind of record.
Serena's doing well.
Yeah, she just broke another record yesterday or something like that, so there's no reason why to retire at all.
Hey, if you're
But-
making money.
If you're
go ahead.
making money, that's all. It's all good. So the Olympics was fun while it lasted. What was it, 3 weeks? So the
Yeah.
Olympics, 3 weeks. A lot of interesting events. The bike racing is kind of weird to watch, but it's kind of interesting at the same time. Just watching some of the different events was, I think the shooting event that they have.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, you would think that's awesome. But, the Olympics is something just you watch because
It's on.
it's on, but you kind of want to see what's going on. It's not like you're turning on a Major League Baseball game. Granted, baseball is going to be back in the Olympics next go around, so no big deal on that one. Anything else on the Olympics from either one of you?
Not really.
No.
Man, the Olympics
I-
must have been pretty boring. Can't talk. Besides Michael Phelps and Ledecky, and then I never think of her name, but she was the first African American to win an individual medal in swimming. I can never think of her name. I believe she tied for first too. They ended up both getting
think
gold
so.
medals. That was emotional to watch.
I'm trying to think of.
Everything was emotional. You're watching all those medal ceremonies. Michael Phelps, I
cried.
don't think cried and didn't
So-
not cry
Simone
once.
Manuel.
There we go. I don't think Oh, well, she did an excellent, but I don't think Phelps did not cry once at a medal ceremony. Except they
Well-
were saying that the national anthem was played from the whatchamacallit games in 2012. That's what they were saying. I'm like, well, does it really matter? As long as I hear the actual national anthem, I'm good to go.
And as long as you're standing, right?
Okay.
Jeez. Breaking another conversation.
We can't even get 10 minutes into it before something gets popped out there. Like good Lord. All right. Going into Major League, we're going to talk some Major League Baseball. Of course, most of the baseball happened when we weren't on. I mean, we only had, the first... Well, we knew at the time we left that the Twins weren't going to make the postseason anyway. That's pretty bad to say, but how about Brian Dozier? 3 home run game today.
What a
Up
stud.
to 38. but he-
38 or 39?
38. He's got 38 home. However, he does have 36 as second baseman because 2 of them are, he was DHing. Still, 38 homers, 91 or 92 RBIs.
And to think
so,
of the
I could
beginning of the
use
season, he had, he struggled the first month and a
He
half.
couldn't get a base hit in the first month.
And it's just like you gave him that big contract, and he sits there and he doesn't perform that first month and a half, and then he comes in and he just lights it up the last, I don't know what, 3 months.
Yeah, and then I remember retweeting something, and I gotta find it now. But it was a retweet from one of the Twins beat writers, and I can't remember. Oops, is I go to me? Oh, look, by Dustin Morris. So Jim Thome called Dustin Morris and said to give Brian Dozier some bananas and tell him they come in bunches just like homers. Welcome to the big boy territory.
So am I on now?
No,
Yeah,
Oh,
you're good.
I was gonna say Dozier. As of right now, this is what they had today. Is that 276 average? So
Not
35
bad.
home runs and 87 plus 3 home
Wow.
run today. He'll be
He
at
had
38.
38 and 91 because he had 4 RBIs too. How about another player, Byron Buxton?
Oh yeah.
Comes up from minors, doing a little bit there, and he can't miss a ball right now. He struck out once.
Yeah, that's nice to see because you sit there and you look at the way Buxton has struggled. Every time he's came up this year, he tore it up in the minors. He comes up, strike 3, strike 3, strike 3, strike 3, and you sit there and you look,
need to put a repeat on that.
and you look at Buxton now, and like you said, he can't miss.
Is the real deal Buxton here? Is the
And
question.
he's probably starting to figure out I got.
Well, he's
got
gotta
to
figure-
figure
yeah,
stuff like
he's-
that.
he-
But he's
I-
probably adjusted now to the point where he needs to be and how he
But
feels comfortable.
I'm pretty happy the way the team has played in the last month and a half. It's while they had
They
had the bad streak there at 12 straight, but they have their ups and they have their downs.
and they've been for the most part they've been competing.
Most part.
They haven't been really getting blown out of the water,
no, but they're still giving up 10 runs and scoring 10.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Tyler, what'd you say about Barrios our last show last year? What'd you say
we all
about
thought
him?
he was going to be the rookie of the year. Well, that
What did you
That-
say about him?
if I can remember right, I think I said he'd be the rookie of the year.
we all
Yeah.
did. I did too,
But
but that didn't work out.
it,
I did say he'd be here by June, which was correct.
That was true.
Yeah, but you sit there and you look at it too. Something's got to click with those guys, and
Oh, yeah.
it just hasn't clicked with Barrios yet. Yeah,
So
they've messed
There's
with
a
his
lot of guys that
confidence
haven't
back and
clicked.
forth, sending him back down, calling him up, sending him back down, just like they did Buxton. But
Might as
Buxton
well.
finally got it. Maybe.
that means Barrios is going to find it then.
We hope.
If he learns just to throw a 98 mile an hour, not down the middle of the plate, hit some corners, he'll be just fine.
Yep.
But he doesn't understand that. So, we're about a month left. What are we, September 14th? So we're actually under a month left. Let's go well, actually, I should have my iPad out instead of using my phone battery, but that's okay. Let's see here. Looking at standings here. Just kind of looking at what we think. Looking at first the AL Central, of course, the Twins have been eliminated from playoff.
Yeah.
Officially,
Officially.
yeah, they were gone like 3 days ago when I checked. Looking at Cleveland, of course, they're 79-56. They have a 5-game lead on Detroit. Do you see Cleveland winning the division, or do you see maybe Detroit finding a way to win that division?
Detroit, hands down.
Hands down. Why?
Hands down. They're
Hands down.
Wow.
Why?
Because Cleveland's going to choke just like all Cleveland sports. It's over. It's done. Cleveland's done.
We'll talk about the other Cleveland sport later, but so you're saying clear cut Detroit's going to walk through this like nothing.
Yes.
Interesting.
Ugh.
Very interesting. What do you think? Nick?
Well, kind of looking at the Indians and stuff like that.
They've been steady.
They've been
that's
steady,
the key
but
thing.
also the star pitcher Salazar, I think his name is.
Well, Kluber's been hot. And
Kluber's
he's their
been
ace.
hot, but as soon as Salazar figures it
Yeah.
out, Cleveland they're gonna pull away.
Well, the only thing I'm disappointed is how Terry Francona is using Andrew Miller. You trade for a reliever like that, and you're using him in the 6th or 7th inning. You got to use a closer.
That's
Move
a
Cody
closer.
Allen out of the closing spot, and you put him in the closing spot. I think Cleveland's going to come out of this as the division.
Yeah,
I mean, Detroit's good, but I don't think they have enough
They have
pitching.
they
to
have
do
the
it.
experience to do it.
they have the experience,
Yeah.
but they ain't pitching for
Yeah.
it though.
Do they have enough pitching again when you have like Mike Pelfrey? I don't know. Or did they finally get rid of him? I don't know.
Verlander? He doesn't
Verlander's
have
been
his what he
really
does.
good. He ended up, I believe, got the win today over. Let me see here. So many games that were played
Just so
this
happens to
afternoon.
be Cleveland.
Detroit did win 5-3 in extras, so
Against
basically Verlander beat Chris Sale again against Chicago. So
Ah.
Chicago's moving their way backwards toward us. No big deal.
I
A
just
team
got-
that was supposed to be really good.
I just got inside information. Tyler Naquin, AL Rookie of the Year. What do you guys think?
Interesting.
Hmm.
But I like Fulmar. Fulmar from Detroit to win the Rookie of the Year. Pitching really well. Actually, there's lots of guys I like, but you can only choose one. So, you going Cleveland too, Nick?
Mhm.
So the two of us go Cleveland. You somehow go that Detroit's going to run away, win
mean-
15, 20 straight games and be up by 8 in a couple weeks. So, hands on, you say Detroit's going to win it. We say Cleveland's going to hang on and win it. Now come to the interesting division. AL East. Toronto's got a 1-game lead over Boston, 2-game lead over Baltimore, and 5.5 over the Yankees.
Oofda.
Who do you got?
Nick, go ahead first.
No, Nick.
I ain't gonna be the first one.
This is gonna be hard. I don't really know.
Well, let's just put it this way. This is the last division in this because
I'm honestly,
Texas isn't going to lose the division in the West, so
No.
we're going to skip them.
I'm honestly gonna say Boston. I think that they're gonna come out with it.
I love it.
I
love
think it's gonna be
Boston. They got the comeback player of the year and Rick Porcello, who's going to have 22, 23 wins by that time.
Yep.
You got David Price. That offense is just a freak of nature. They're a great offense. And it's Big Poppy's last year, so what can't go wrong at this point?
Yeah,
And he's going to go with probably who he took at the beginning of the year anyway, so he's got the right of the ship right now because he's got the top of the division on his pick, so let's see if he changes his pick.
Toronto.
He is going to stay with what he picked.
I'm
at the
sticking with
beginning.
Toronto
You
because
picked him at the beginning of the year.
I
Why not?
picked him. I picked him right there.
I think
Go
their starting pitching is starting to die. I have a lot of them on my fantasy, and they're not giving me any points. Let's put it that way. That offense isn't that good to pull them out of holes as bad as they are. So we got 2 for Boston, and of course 1 with Toronto. Texas, we'll all say Texas will win the division.
Yes.
They're up 9 games.
Who did we have in that division last year?
Who, what, and where?
Who did we have for the West winning it?
I think I had Seattle, and you had like Houston winning it or something like that. I don't know. NL East, Washington's up
Washington.
8.5. That's pretty much a wash. We don't have to say anything about the Central because the Cubs are 16 and a half games up.
That
Yeah, I think
division's
the Cubs
over.
are gonna win it.
Now it comes down to the last one. NL West, the Dodgers or the Giants. The Giants have the worst record since the All-Star break.
Mm-hmm.
The worst. Surprising, isn't it? The Twins have lost 13 in a row and still don't have the worst record.
But the Dodgers also have a roster on the injured list that is longer than
Kershaw
some of
will be
them.
back on Friday.
Friday, yep.
Even still, there's a lot
And
of
Rich
injuries
Hill,
that they
now
still gotta
that
get from
he's
it.
done with his blister, after a month, he's pitching really well.
You know,
And Yasiel Puig's hitting home runs again. So
He's actually looking like a baseball player now.
I think he learned his lesson a little bit.
Just maybe.
Just a maybe. I'm going with the Dodgers, and I'm killing the whole even year World Series for the Giants this year.
I'm gotta go with the Dodgers as well. It's over. San Fran, goodbye.
They will make the wild card,
Well,
but I'm just saying.
yeah.
They're not going to win the division.
Giants.
He's going with the bandwagon even years over there. What the heck?
Not with that. No.
Very funny. so interesting out of that. I like it. All right. Now moving on a little bit to NBA basketball. Lots of basketball news since we left.
Yeah.
Of course, you had the always Cleveland teams suck winning the national or the NBA championship. So I guess Cleveland teams do suck. I guess I mean, the only ever team to come from behind from 3-1 to win.
Just because you're LeBron James and the NBA is
You're gonna say rigged?
Yep, rigged.
Well,
It's rigged.
As we call Game 7, the block, the shot, and the D. He had the block by James, the shot by Irving, and how about Kevin Love actually playing defense for once?
Hey,
I gets best player in...
Kevin Love playing defense?
for
When?
some reason that does not sound like an uneven broken record.
Man,
but
we lost on that trade now. He can play defense now. We didn't know that.
no, I'd rather have Wiggins than Love any day.
Oh, no.
think there's a
I
lot
mean,
of people
you
that say
look at that team, though. I mean, LeBron played really well. Kyrie Irving played ridiculously well. Love was...
He had his nights.
He did have his night, but he was... I think he got hurt. What, game 1, game 2? He had a
I
little
think
bit
it was
of...
game 1, yeah.
Yeah, something. He got a little poke in the eye or something. I don't know. At least no one got hit in their genitals.
Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond Green.
Sorry.
Man. Those Michigan State guys, they sure know how to do that. What's the deal with the Big Ten, folks? It's the Big Ten's fault. No. I mean, overall, I thought it was a fun fight. I mean, you sit there and they win at home twice.
Yep.
Go on the road, win one. And then
take it
come home and holy, what a game that! I mean, my heart was beating pretty good in that one game. It was.
That
I was waiting for it.
I
that was
honestly
a
thought
really
that-
good game. I did not want to see Love get his ring, and then I was like, "Wow, this."
I
game's
don't
actually-
mind it. I wanted LeBron to win a ring.
I honestly saw Golden State. I thought they were going to pull it out in that game 7. I was just like, no.
Steph took way too many bad shots.
Well, because he's known as just pulling up and making it all the time.
That
so
do it
he's
the
just
rest of
gonna be
your
like,
life and do it because you're gonna miss a lot of them.
Mhm.
And then he realized it. And then he came out, I think, a couple days ago and said, "Oh yeah, I wasn't 100% for. I don't really care. You make an excuse, and you're basically saying, "Oh yeah, I was hurt, so we didn't win it." No, you lost because you couldn't play well enough. I just like watching LeBron kind of just stare at Steph Curry. Yeah, you think you better than me. Not yet. Not yet. He hasn't passed the torch yet.
Speaking of LeBron James,
Oh, good Lord. What do you have about LeBron now? Do I have
Pat Riley says Shaquille O'Neal was most important Miami move.
I do agree
ever.
with it.
Yeah.
Because they won their first ring in 06. Oh, there you go, Nick. Oh, I'm turning your mic off. Hope you're hungry there. It's a little pizza delivery during the show. No big deal. I like it. He's just a little hungry, but that's okay. But, no, as for, oh, I got a viewer question for you, Mr. Tyler.
For
Meyer.
me?
For you. He, or I shouldn't say he, I should say they asked if the Timberwolves won the 2016 NBA Finals. No, it's a serious question. Did they win it? You're the one that said they were going to, so
no.
did they win? Okay.
Good job, Matt.
It was not him. I'll just put it that way. But overall, I thought it was a great series. J.R. Smith had a great. How about him tearing up that whole time? I like the emotions finally came out and thinking he's a bad boy and everything, but he's really actually a good player, and he's not. The Knicks pretty much gave him that bad boy reputation, and he kind of shoved it back to him, saying, "Ha ha, thanks for getting rid of me."
Yeah, I think that's what Carmelo needs. He needs to go bye-bye too.
He won't leave because he thinks they're so good there.
Plus the money.
Yeah, the money's
Trying to
too
move
good.
that.
Anybody will pay Carmelo that. Come on.
He won't win a ring, but he has the money. Next, a little off-season news. Kevin Durant
No.
waddles his way, leaves, does whatever he wants, goes to the Warriors.
Yeah, what a coward way out. I'm sorry. What a way to show that the NBA is even more rigged for one. You do not have Steph Curry. You do not have Draymond. You do not have Clay. And you do not have Kevin Durant all on the same team. That does not average out to a real NBA team. And I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care if you sit there and you look
Hey,
at it,
it's in the salary cap. You can do it.
but
It's legal.
it doesn't matter. Go out and earn a ring. Don't just cakewalk your way and just
They're
because
gonna win.
just because you know you can win. Why why be a coward? Why sit there and try? Why not stay with Golden State? Or not Golden State. Wow. What? Why not stay with OKC? Let them bring talent in and win one for OKC. You've put your life, your dream, and everything in the OKC. You don't leave. That is just like telling Adrian Peterson to go suit up for the Green Bay Packers to go win a championship.
Now,
Coward.
not a point. Lucas is listening in. Thanks, Lucas. He said like LeBron going to Miami. That's totally different.
That is
LeBron,
different.
LeBron didn't have anybody in Cleveland. Mo Williams is not a star. Big Z, as I call him, he's not a star.
No.
I'm sorry. There was no stars. He left because he wanted to go play with some.
Yeah.
Durant had stars. Let's put it
Yes.
that way. Or a star.
He had a star and upcoming stars
Yes.
with two big men.
And he had a brand new coach who knew how to coach. Let's just put it that way.
Yep.
So, I don't know. I don't like it. I think it was a cowardly move, but
And the thing is
he wanted to go, so I guess
It's
mean,
up to him.
it's up to him.
It's up to him. But he just sees a better chance of winning it with Golden State, which honestly I disagree because
I think they're going to struggle.
Klay Thompson and Steph Curry said that we're going to come out and say there's going to be no problem. We're going to pass the ball.
There's
That's
one
too many
basketball. There's
shots.
one basketball with
That's
four
too many
superstars
shots.
on
yeah,
the team.
it ain't gonna work.
You got two. You got 4 players on the roster that could average at least 20 plus shots a game.
It's-
Draymond could probably drop down to maybe 10 or 15, but even still, that's a lot.
It's going to be a learning curve this year.
Yeah, it will
And
be.
they ain't going to do anything this year. It's going to be next year, if anything.
Yeah, it will be. But we got to get to one more little piece here before we hit our first break. The man in the hour retired from the NBA this year, Tim Duncan. Called it quits. Great career he had. I mean, just unbelievable. The question is, will KG be back next year?
No, he's done.
Not in the playing role, no.
No, he's done.
I think
He-
they'll
he-
probably play him for one.
I honestly still, I don't know if him and I can't even think of his name right now. Tom has even
Thibodeau.
has even had
Thibodeau.
contact yet.
Yeah, they have. They've had plenty of contact. Don't worry. But I mean, you think about it. Right now on the active roster, Kevin Garnett's the only one from like that '98 draft still playing. Kobe hung it up after 60 points, which I don't believe that. I think he'll be back.
No, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
That might be a little bit.
Whoa.
That might win preposterous.
I don't know, man.
I think that gets put down on your list.
I mean,
It's-
60 points in your final game and you walk away. I don't know. Who knows? He might be back. He might not be back. Who knows? A lot of people have been speculating that. He wouldn't be in L.A., though. If he came back, it wouldn't be in L.A. He wants to get out of L.A., so it wouldn't be there. He's already tore that team down to the ground. So,
Just go to the Wizards. Pull
well, I think he was supposed to be traded to. I don't remember who it was.
Charlotte.
Was it? Yeah, it was.
Charlotte
Charlotte's where he
drafted him.
started. Yeah, he was
Wasn't-
supposed to be traded
was-
for somebody.
wasn't
Phil
there an-
Jackson was talking about trading him.
Wasn't there an option for Minnesota too? I thought I read something.
No, good
that-
lord.
no,
Yeah, there was. No,
I
that
thought.
was. No, it was Allen Iverson at the.
Oh,
Timberwolves.
Allen. Okay, yeah.
Iverson wanted to go to Minnesota to play with Garnett. That's what it was. So, yes, a lot of summer things. Covered a lot of it here in this half hour. So we're going to take a break, come back, and get right into some college football. You've been listening to Sports Live here on Mustang Radio. Time to talk about some college football. Let's see here. Got to get the notes up here quickly. Double check. Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing first. Recapping what a crazy week it was in college football. Actually, I'd say starting here Thursday night was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can technically say Appalachian State first, but I mean, it was a crazy night here as it was. Some impossible victory from the Mustangs that
Oh, yeah.
happened. Very unbelievable. No timeouts. Go, what was it, 70-some, or not
think it
70-some,
was-
60-some yards
Yeah.
for a touchdown. All through the air. Wow. It's a fun game to call, I can tell you that.
Oh, I'm
Especially
sure.
being the first ever calling here. It was very fun. But looking at right now, we're gonna give. Ooh my! I like this score. Right now, and late in the second quarter, number 11 Old Miss up 21-6 on number 4 Florida State. Another number 5 could be going down. I like it. I hate Florida State.
I was
That's
just
the
about
only reason why
to
I'm
say
saying
because it's Florida State.
the SEC needs some kind of quality win at this point. But could be a possible another number 5 team or another top 5 team going down this week.
Hopefully not a cheap shot at the end.
We'll get to that here in a few seconds. Looking over, we had, of course, Thursday night Appalachian State should have beat number 9 Tennessee. I guess I didn't get to watch it because we were calling the game, but I heard Appalachian State had a timeout, did not use it, and could have won the game. Said they went to overtime and lost 20-13, so Tennessee swipes away with the win. As us Gator fans are pretty happy because as much as they win barely by that, makes them look a little less good. Let's hear Stanford, of course, winning 26-13 over Kansas State. And, of course, Christian McCaffrey, again, looked good. Looked really good for his first game of the year. Let's see here. Then you had the blowout of Alabama-USC. What a fun little Saturday night game on ABC.
I started watching it because I was actually pretty pumped for it. Then changing.
52-6. USC, you are not back on the radar. Sorry.
No.
You are back downhill. Let's see, looking at it, 25 Florida over UMass 24-7. Number 2 Clemson beating Auburn 19-13. That was a good game. I watched that one.
Yeah.
And Auburn had 2 chances late. Actually, one of them, if the defender for Clemson didn't quite get as high, it would have been a touchdown. They would have won. Clemson did not look good. Deshaun Watson did not look really that good, even though he was 19-34, 248, a touchdown. He still wasn't.
He didn't look
wasn't
number
pretty.
1 overall caliber.
No. How about this game? And your little boys there in Houston. 15-ranked Houston beating number 3 Oklahoma 33-23 in what was a high-scoring game and a very interesting game, to say the least. I enjoyed watching that game. Just Baker Mayfield played well at times and then struggled at times. But again, as they said on ESPN, the big thing is that offensive line is weak.
Very.
They are not tough.
Very weak.
They do not like to play tough football. When they get beat, and that's what it showed. Baker Mayfield was all over the field.
And like I said, Houston, we have a problem.
Oh, Lord.
Let's go, Houston, all the way to the championship, baby.
I was hoping that
Let's
would
go,
end last
Houston.
year, and now look at Houston
Oh, yeah.
put all
Let's
the
go,
spirits
Houston.
back in Tyler.
This, like I said, they deserved more respect last year, and they didn't get it.
Well,
now
they did.
now it's prime time. They're getting the respect.
They're getting
it's
the
over
respect now.
It's over now. Houston has a problem, and they're coming for the title.
They don't have a problem. They just
They have a
don't
savior.
They have a savior right now. And then, of course, the one game, the Wisconsin Badgers at Lambeau Field beating number 5 LSU 16-14. LSU not looking good at all, which brings me to my first point in our new kind of segment where we make a segment into another segment, mix up segments here. So, a little agree or disagree. Is LSU the most overrated college football team?
As of right now.
After week 1, are they the most overrated football team?
No,
Why?
because Wisconsin is not a cakewalk. You can't play Wisconsin and not know you're not going to have a battle. Wisconsin's going to always put up a battle. They always have, no matter if they're playing Auburn or the Gophers. They put up a battle, and there's nothing you can do about Wisconsin.
Okay, good point there. All right, Nick?
I think so because this actually proved that the Big Ten can actually stand up to an SEC school, a top 10 school apparently, or was supposed to be this year actually.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really
And
good.
Then they just got knocked out by a Big Ten team. People aren't taking the Big Ten very serious recently either.
I don't think anybody can take the Big Ten very seriously.
Very true.
But I'm going to have to...
Uh-oh.
Look at that. We can't even get 10 seconds. I guess I won't get mine in here. Let's see here if I even remember how to do this.
Sports Live, who's this? Hello?
This is Jim from Cali.
Okay, how's it going?
That's good. Do you actually think LSU is the most overrated team in college football right now?
I don't. They do. Because
I disagree. I disagree with it a lot.
you agree with me then.
Yes, yes.
Okay. You have to agree that Wisconsin's always going to put up a battle no matter who they play, and you have to expect that when you play Wisconsin.
Of course. I mean, LSU, I believe, is going to the championship game at least this year, and there's no way they won't.
Yeah,
I got Bama beating them, man. No, I can't see that.
Are you joking?
No, I'm absolutely serious, actually. Here, I'll say this. Give me one reason why Bama isn't going to stand up to LSU this year.
Let's just put it this way: LSU will have a loss after they come to the Swamp in like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is Tim Tebow back?
You don't need Tim Tebow to win football games. He's speechless. See, I just make people speechless now.
anything else you want to add?
LSU will beat Alabama in the championship game this year. You can quote me on that.
All right, and you were Jim from California?
Yes.
How's that life over there in California? I've never been there, so.
You should come. It's a very nice place.
Sounds good.
Well, we appreciate you here on Sports Live, and we will talk to you hopefully sometime soon.
I'll be back.
All right, sounds good.
Nice guy, Jim from California. Hey, California people, I guess, listen to the show. I didn't even know that. Didn't notice that we were that popular. We get people from California now. But as I was gonna put my points in before the Jim called, I say they're overrated, and here's why: the defense is not overrated. They do have one of the best running backs. Brandon Harris is my concern. He cannot play quarter. I mean, he threw a ball that Brett Favre, even as bad as he's throwing bad interceptions, hasn't thrown that bad. I mean, holy moly, he's struggling, and that's what he struggled that whole entire game. The offense did nothing. You see, people can slow down Leonard Fournette. It's not hard to do.
No,
trust me, I watched it all last year. Florida did it,
and that
just when you're playing 4 straight quarters, no offense, you're gonna give up big runs after a while.
That's why Leonard ain't gonna do anything come the NFL.
No, I don't say that yet.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know what LSU's got to beat. They got Florida, which will be tough in Florida. They still play Bama in the regular season, and I believe they have Ole Miss too. They're gonna have 3 or 4 more losses after this.
Mm-hmm.
I barely see them getting to a decent bowl game at this point, unless the team gets better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they show better, Les Miles right now is on the hot seat. Didn't take him one game; he's on the hot seat already. And then you got a player going at the end of the game, knowing it's over, taking just a ridiculous shot at a Wisconsin guy. I mean, and he's only getting one game.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I would say a little more than one game. I don't care what reason.
Career-ending.
They say, they said maybe a career-ending shot, which you never know. But I mean, they got to learn. You can't be so, I mean, I understand emotions take over the game, but it can't go that far.
No.
That's outrageous.
It is.
I'm shocked none of the Wisconsin guys got up into his face. They kind of, I mean, you could have retaliated pretty good.
That shows class, though. You know, and
there's a difference between class and standing up for your teammate.
Yeah, but
I mean, I look at it both ways.
You don't need the falter under pressure. It shows that Wisconsin's a mature team, and it shows that. And it doesn't.
Those darn Watt family members.
JJ.
No, it's not JJ. It's what's his even in initials now? I don't even know what his brother's name is.
Well, other.
Well, as I was continuing down the line of
Yeah,
scores. I don't
thought
know
you
what
were
you
done.
have there, but Ohio State dominating fashion. JT Barrett looked pretty good for now not having any more quarterbacks sitting behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan hoofed 63-3 over Hawaii. Pretty good win there. How about the South Dakota State Jackrabbits giving a fight to number 13 TCU? 59-41. They were actually up by, I think, 14 at one point, too. So South Dakota State giving a run here a little bit. Let's see here. Texas A&M with the upset over 16-seeded UCLA 31-24. Iowa with the convincing win over Miami of Ohio. Whoop-de-doo.
Oh, yeah.
45-21. Let's see here. Georgia coming out in a pretty good win against a good North Carolina team. And, of course, it was Nick Chubb's first game back, and, well, they didn't stay back on his carries. 32 carries, 222 yards, and 2 touchdowns in his first game since early last year when he tore his ACL.
He's
I'd say
the
some
best
high
back in
usage.
college football as we speak, right here, right now.
Well, you got Delvin Cook, but he's struggling tonight right now. But yeah, he's up there. Let's put it that way. And then, of course, you had the game last night. Texas with the upset over number 10 Notre Dame, 50-47 in what was a non-defensive game.
Yeah,
But it was a very
non-defensive.
fun game to watch. I mean, the overtime was incredible. Unfortunately, Torrey Hunter Jr. went out with a concussion. Looked worse because Torrey ran down into the locker room. And I think they went and got Torrey from the stands and brought him down in the locker room. But we thought it was even worse than that. But then he texted out and said it was just concussion. So that's good news. Notre Dame really needs Torrey Hunter Jr.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of their best receivers.
Well, who
so.
doesn't need a Torrey Hunter? Let's
Well,
be
the
real.
Twins, the
Yeah,
Twins
let's
sure
be
do.
real.
The Twins sure do this year. They could take him. But, so those are overall games there. And then, of course, we got the Gophers in a very, very ugly win. 30-23 over the Oregon State Beavers.
You know, it's a good statement win for the Gophers, though.
A statement win would be winning by, 21 plus. Winning by 7, and not only that, but going for it when you're up 7, going for 2 is beyond me. But that's not. I mean, Mitch Leiner 13 at 26, 130 yards.
Yeah, let me look.
Tracy, if you're listening, where's this big offense you're bringing out? I'm watching check down passes again. It's like, freaking what's his name still here? Jerry Kill's still running the offense. Where's this? Throw it downfield. I don't care who's down there. Just throw it. I mean, Mitch Leiner's supposed to be a first-round quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I was actually going to pull up.
We talked about that last year, but
Yeah, but
I mean-
how can McShay sit there and say that
because you just got to dig something out of the pile and put somebody's name there. But now you don't need to because Dallas already has a quarterback, so that's no big deal. I mean, Rodney Smith had a good game, 25 carries, 125 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So I mean, the defense played well. The defense played really well for losing 3 key guys from ejections. But 4 years this targeting rule's been in there. I believe it's been 4 years now, and the Gophers hadn't had an ejection until Thursday night when they had 3.
Yep.
And Tracy Clays was a little
Upset.
shocked and upset. Said we just got to get a little lower. Can't be going at the head. Got to stay away from targeting. But looking at the Gophers' schedule here, I mean, what do you think finishing out it'll be out of, what do we got, 10 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12 games. So out of 12 games, they're 1-0 right now. What do you think their schedule's gonna, or their not schedule, what their schedule's gonna be? You're gonna make the new schedule next year. No. What do you think their final tally's gonna be at the end of the year? Record wise. I mean, this guy's are predicted an 8-win Gopher basketball team to win the Big Ten or win the Big Ten and go to the National. So I don't know what he's gonna pull out of his rear end at this point.
I'll say maybe double digits.
I don't see it. I see 500. If
Oh.
that.
What?
They got Iowa at home, which will probably lose to Iowa.
Yeah.
And you got to go to Wisconsin. I mean, you just don't know what Gopher team you're going to get.
You don't.
I mean, I'd rather go 500 and they prove me wrong and go above than go way up and have high expectations and they down me. I like going 500. Now, it's different if we're not talking about the Gophers.
I'll go 11-3.
So he is going with what they're calling the Iowa of this year. Okay. What do you got, Nick?
I just said double digits.
Oh, just double digits.
I'll say 10, but 11.
10?
No,
So
I
it's
think
about a 10 and no, it wouldn't be 11 and 3. It'd be 11 and or
Oh, 1, 2,
11 and
3,
or
4,
10 would be 10 and 2
8,
10,
because there's 12 games.
12. Well, 12. There's still 12 left, so plus the 1.
Oh, so there's 13. No, I thought there was 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games. I got 12 games here. That's what I'm counting. Am I counting wrong?
Yeah, because. Oh, never mind. The last one.
I was going to say who played
Masturbate
who played
101.
who plays odd games.
It gave an extra ticket option, but that's just for season tickets.
He's looking at tickets. He's looking at tickets already. This guy can't look at tickets or can't look at something without looking at tickets.
I pull up the
So
goal.
okay, so 12 games. You're going 11 and 1 then.
11 and 1, yeah. No. I gave him 3 losses. So we'll go 10 and 2.
10 and 2.
10 and 2.
10
Nick, 10 and 2.
2.
Okay, I'll bump mine up 1. I'll go 7 and 5. I'll go a bowl game, and this time they don't have to make it by academics like last year. So, look there. Let's hear what else was we gonna talk. I know we get time because we only have. Actually, we got plenty of time because we could split the next half hour with that too. Let's see. Did I have any more college? No, I did not have any more college.
I have
Okay, you got something while I pull out the notebook and
I got a couple
and-
actually,
and-
two
and
of them
this
actually.
things so we can get some picks in
Um,
here.
Nebraska, you sat there and they sent out a punt unit with only 10 players in memory of Sam Foltz.
That put me into tears.
That was a
I teared up on that one.
really nice gesture. They took a delay a game and took it on the punter. Then
You got to do what you got to do, and they did the right move.
yeah, it was cool.
And the nice thing is their opponent declined the penalty.
Yep. And the crowd, the other team was trying to get the crowd going, and it was
At this point, you have 2 guys sitting at their house stealing stuff. At the same
yeah.
time.
That was the other thing I was gonna pull up, and just like
People these days and age, I tell you.
as he's getting as his family is getting remembered for him at the game. There's people stealing from his parents' house.
And it was his stuff they're stealing, which
Yeah.
was the worst part of it all. But yeah, that was something that was pretty nice for this week. But moving on to the famous, not segment, famous part of all of our segments, the pick'ems.
I just want to say something. For
Okay,
the
you say
NFL.
something. Well, we're not going to the NFL right now. We got time to talk NFL.
Oh, okay, whatever. Keep going.
No. You good? Okay, so we're going to make some picks here. Now, we're changing it this year because of the controversy that Mr.
Changing.
Yeah, we're changing the way we're doing it because of the little, how do we put this, tantrum that Mr. Tyler Meyer had last year, saying that he won when I really won. So we're going to make sure that doesn't even happen. It won't happen when I'm number 1 and Nick's number 2. So.
That ain't gonna happen either. It ain't gonna happen until you're number 3, Nick is 2, and I'm 1.
No, I'm 1. He's 2, you're 3.
We'll see.
All right,
We'll
so we're going to
see.
change this up a bit. So you're going to still make picks of the game, but now you have a number between 1 and 23. So pick a number with the team, and there's your points. You have up to 23 points you can get, but you can only use one number once, okay?
And you only get. Do you get that each week?
Yeah, 23 games, 23 points.
Oh.
Or, well, not 23 points, 23 plus 22 plus 21, da-da-da-da. It's like 200 and some odd points, give or take. I did the math, sort of.
I'm still confused with how you're working this, but okay.
It's basically the confidence. You're gonna
So
pick. You're gonna pick.
each week we're gonna have a confidence pick.
You're gonna.
Pretty much,
Yes. Okay. First game we got. Now remember the ratings are changed, so we're not adding any more of those games. We will not add games after the ratings. So if new teams come into the ratings, we will not add them. Or if teams leave, we'll still use that team because of the Monday night deal we do here, and they don't come out with their ratings till like Tuesday night, Wednesday. So, all right, first game we got number 19 Louisville at Syracuse. We'll start with Nick. Number and a team. We may have to do a lot of this off the air. We'll do as much as we can on the air.
Let's go 5 to Syracuse.
Syracuse with a 5. Now I gotta remember where I put you. There we go. Mr. Tyler?
What was the
Oh, good
game
lord.
again?
Louisville, 19 Louisville at Syracuse. Louisville is a 14.5-point favorite.
Based on Louisville's quarterback dominance last week, we will
we
go.
got to make sure we have a decent tempo to this. We'll do a lot of it off the air.
We
We'll
will
just
go
post.
23 Louisville.
Jeez. We're already throwing the 23 out. As much as I don't really care about the numbers at this point and just picking teams, I'll go Louisville in a 16. You got to remember, I'm like a 3-time champion playing confidence, so just to let you know.
That's fine. Let's go, bro.
Next game. Well, the only reason why this game's up there this far is because I'm on my computer and it's on a favorites. That's the only reason why it's as far up. Kentucky travels to the Swamp, taking on number 25, Florida. What do you got, Nick?
What's the spread on?
Oh, Florida is a 16.5-point favorite.
I'll put it on 16. For Florida. 16
See,
for Florida.
He goes to Vegas. He knows what he's doing. All right, Nick. Florida. Better be ready, Tyler. Got to
Yep.
keep this going.
18 Florida.
I'll take a 21. I mean, I could always go 23 and just say that, but I'm not going to go that bad.
After last year with Florida,
Hey, shh. New year. We got a quarterback. All right, next. Oh, good Lord. There's not even a line for this. It's so bad. 18th ranked Georgia at home taking on Nicholls State.
22 Georgia.
Nick, you want me to put it in for the 23?
23 Georgia.
I'll take that with that, too. Until they upset them.
You can't change picks.
Hey, I did last year. No, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
that's what
I
happened, you
didn't-
cheater.
I didn't change one pick last year.
We need to post these weekly on the Facebook page.
All right, next game we got US or UCF, excuse me, Central Florida at Michigan. Michigan's a 35.5-point favorite.
Michigan by...
We'll do a few, but we'll do a lot of them off the air. But we'll do a few.
Let's
at least
do
on
18 on Michigan.
Huh?
18 on Michigan.
Michigan on 18.
Michigan 21.
You know who'd be happy for you to pick Michigan that high?
Tina.
She even listening? Did you even ask her? You better text her. Text her. We need Tina back. This is our last semester. She got a call. Oh, she called me Rush Limbaugh. That's who I am, I guess, according to her. I'll take Michigan with a 20. And we'll do...
we can do all these. It's going pretty quick.
It's going quick, but I don't want to bore the audience, so we're going to do some on the air, some off the air. We'll kind of mix it up. Don't worry. But we'll do one more game quick before we hit break. Lamar on the road taking on your boys, 15th ranked Houston.
Houston.
With
and
what?
We got 20.
Jeez, you've already used all your top numbers.
That's fine.
All right, Nick.
Houston 21.
I'll go with Lamar. No, I'm joking. Houston with the 15. All right, so got quite a few games in. We'll do maybe a couple more coming out because I'm guessing you have something else on college football, maybe something. But we'll talk. We got lots of football to talk about. We'll probably hit some NFL after the break here, but we're gonna take a quick break, I should say. And we'll be back talking. Actually, we'll do a couple more games and switch into the NFL. So you've been listening to Sports Live here on Mustang Radio.
The views and opinions expressed on SMSU Media are not necessarily those of Southwest Minnesota State University, the faculty, staff, or students. This is Mustang Radio.
Mustang Radio, Marshall.
Welcome back to Sports Live here on Mustang Radio. Coming into our final hour. Already an hour coming in. Wow. It's going quick. We'll do, let's go 3 more games, then we'll go into the NFL. So, we got, let's see here. Central Michigan on the road taking on number 21, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State, 20.5-point favorites. Nick. No, Tyler. We'll go Tyler first this time. Are you still thinking Nick? Go.
Oklahoma State by... Do I have 15 on the board yet?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay.
We'll go Oklahoma State 13.
Okay, stay with the 13, and I'll go Oklahoma State with a nice good old 10. 'Cause this, I have a feeling, might be an upset. I hope not, but I hope not.
I thought about it.
It's, we'll do one more game. We got number 2 Clemson at home taking on Troy. Clemson's a 35.5-point favorite. There really isn't many interesting games week 2. Let's put it that way.
What's my highest I have left?
19.
Well, we'll go 19 with Clemson.
Nick?
What do I got for high numbers yet?
You got 22, 20, and 19.
22 Clemson.
And I'll go with an 18 with Clemson. So
Tina's getting ready to tune in now, by the way.
She's gonna ready after you already said Michigan so high. But we'll kind of back away a little bit for the picks. We'll do some during our next break since we'll have a little bit of time. But we're gonna move into the NFL because we'll do some NFL picks later too. Moving into the NFL.
I just got one news for the NFL right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Like I said,
Oh, good Lord, what are we
Last
getting
year.
into?
all you guys
Hopefully Matt's still listening.
all you guys said that Tom Brady would not end up being suspended for the 4 games. Well, you look at it, he officially is suspended for the first
old news.
4 games. I'm just saying it happened over the summer. You wanted stuff over that happened over the summer, so I'm telling you. Tom Brady is officially suspended the first 4 games. Jimmy Garoppolo comes in, leads the Patriots to a 3-1 start, and Tom Brady sits the rest of the season. Mark my words.
Marked.
Mark your words.
Mark my words.
Well, that's already been shattered and done because Bill Belichick already said Tom Brady's coming back and start.
Not when Jimmy
They
throws
said-
for
they said-
400
they
yards
said
a game.
They said
it doesn't matter.
4-0.
They can say that. They can say that now.
Who do I want at 3-1? Tom Brady.
Who do I want at 4-0? Jimmy.
Tom Brady.
3-1. Jimmy.
Tom Brady.
2-2, 1-3, 0-4. Then you go to Brady to save your season.
You're acting like Tom Brady's like terrible.
He's going to be rusty. You don't let him come back.
He's gonna be.
For one, he sliced his hand
Here, let me
by
turn
cleaning
you
out
down just a bit so you.
He sliced his hand by cleaning out his cleat. You really want that kind of injury-prone quarterback behind center? Let's be realistic,
Well,
boys.
Teddy dropped back 7 steps and tore his ACL.
That's
I mean,
different. that at least
Hey,
happened. That
yeah.
It's on the field. Tom Brady was in the locker room.
Let's just put it this way.
cleaning out his cleat.
Tom Brady, yes, is suspended the first 4 weeks. However, you know who he's throwing the ball to in these 4 weeks?
Yeah?
Yeah, Randy
Yes,
Moss
you do.
and Wes Welker.
Moss, old and overrated. Wes Welker.
How do you say that to
old
the
and
greatest
concussion.
wide receiver in Vikings history?
They're done and washed up.
Yeah, but they
right
still
now.
can catch, and he's throwing the ball.
They're 40 years old.
Actually, I think Moss is 39. I think he's about there.
That they have no.
You have
speed.
something against Tom Brady. What is it? I want to
do
hear
not
it.
have anything
You
against
have something.
You have
against-
something.
No.
Because you wouldn't just come out right away when we come out in the NFL and say, bam.
Uh-oh.
And I hope to God this is Matt.
This is
Let's
probably
put-
Tina with
Wow.
Michigan. Sports Live. Who's this?
Why is it every single time I turn this on, there's something that he says that's just going to be completely and utterly absurd.
I thought we were going to
wanna
get through.
find
I thought we were going to get through this one this year, but I guess we can't even make it through a show.
So, please, Getty, can you help me remember something real quick?
Yeah.
I believe and Hunt too. I believe this man said last year, and I think it was the most absurd statement on the Sports Zone. I believe Mark Sanchez is going to the NFC Championship game. I believe Tyler said, and then he says, "Oh,
Hey, now that could actually be
you know,
true.
Sanchez is he's gonna make it. He's gonna take him there." And then, can you tell me what happened this week, guys, with Mark Sanchez?
I believe he
Can I fix that?
was released
Can I say
and
that?
was signed to the Dallas Cowboys as a backup to the backup.
Well, there you go. There you go.
He knows his words on quarterbacks. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
Any
man.
response to that, Tyler?
I got nothing.
By the way, folks, anybody listening, the video is on our Facebook page still. And I think you said you framed that, and you
I framed it. Yeah.
you did frame that. Good man.
Good. Now you get to know what kind of now it's an official absurd statement now, guys. It truly is.
Oh my!
It is.
And he's smiling over here. He's like happy to have the most absurd statement.
That was my goal last year.
Yeah, well, and then here's the thing too. You know, I visit back at the old stomping grounds, and I'm like, oh, you know, where's Tyler? Oh, he's just in his room, just chilling and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, why doesn't he come down here to see me? He doesn't want to do that either.
I never was told you were on campus. So how am I supposed to come see you when you're not on campus?
I believe Zach has told you.
Zach
right?
has never told me.
I did tell you he's coming.
You never text me when, where, what time. How am I supposed to know?
I didn't know what time. I just showed up.
That does me no good.
Well, all you're doing is playing Madden and sitting in your room.
Yeah. So
Get up your butt and walk around.
yeah, overrated.
So I think, you know, Tyler, you're trying to, you know, stir the pot a little bit. Think that, you know, you're probably so happy that we don't have our show going on anymore.
Well, no, Metzler said
I could have nominated you right away.
I would have been
I would have
been two-time retaining champ.
Metzler's still going to take that role and take that going. So
We'll see we'll see if Metz does take that and whatnot. So, but no, Tyler, you're starting off on the wrong foot again. So, just wanted to.
And Sharon's not even here to help him.
Sharon.
No Sharon to help him either.
No, exactly. There's no one to help him, you know. And I'm surprised. I'd like because I was listening for a little bit. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting at the opportunity for Tyler to say something so absurd that I can just, you know, let him know.
And he did it and managed to be an hour though. I think that's a new record.
That might be a new record. I mean, there's some things like I don't know, like you guys were talking about some college football stuff, and the funny thing is that Tyler was, you know, saying some stuff that was actually making sense. I couldn't believe it.
He does do that every so often. He does do that.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Who's that guy that called in? California.
Jim from California. Jim from California.
Well, here's the thing. Does he seriously think that LSU is going to beat Alabama? I mean,
hey man,
I have no
those
idea.
California people, you don't know what they have in their water these days. You got to remember they're a little sour from the USC loss. Just a little bit.
That was a rough one.
I was sleeping through that game.
But yeah, are you guys going to touch on the Vikings at all?
Oh yeah, we're getting to there.
We'll get there.
Trust me, there'll be enough statements and yelling going on in the next 20 minutes.
No.
Oh yeah.
There won't be yelling.
There might be. I can almost guarantee it.
Do it right now.
We'll get into it here. So.
All right, you do it. Yeah, you do it right now, and then I'll chime in and make sure Tyler doesn't say anything.
You know he's gonna say something.
Let's just start with the gun. Vikings trade for good old Sam Bradford. Let me hear your thoughts, Tyler.
Honestly, I love the trade. You know, because for one, we needed a quarterback desperately. You don't sit there and you don't open up that new U.S. Bank Stadium,
which honestly is very beautiful, by the way. I mean, it took an airplane to get up to the seats, but it was great.
But you don't roll out your starting quarterback in the new stadium as Sean Hill. Yeah, I understand Bradford's got the same injury history that we don't need at this point, but you're getting a good caliber quarterback, and you had to trade for somebody because, needless to say, yes, Mark Sanchez wouldn't have been the answer in Minnesota. Yes, who else? McCown, yeah, he would have been nice, but he wouldn't have been the answer either. And you look at Bradford. He played with Peterson in college.
Excuse me, he really didn't play with Peterson in college. He was a redshirt freshman.
He was still there.
Yes, but he didn't really play. Let's just put it that way.
But you sit there, he's got the strong arm quarterback. Yeah, he's not going to be mobile like Teddy was, but our improved offensive line, that's going to help. Yes, if we make the playoffs or if we win a playoff game or whatever, however they have that conditional pick for that fourth.
They make it to
set
the
up.
Super Bowl, it's a second-round pick. Let's just put it that, or they win
yeah,
the Super Bowl.
If they do that, then Spielman looks like a genius. But if he flops, he gets hurt by week 4, he doesn't lead us to the playoffs, then Spielman looks like a complete disaster. And that ruins everything Spielman had, because everybody's like, oh, Spielman's good at drafting. And you give up a first and possibly a second or a fourth. Yes, like he said, you have 2 seconds and 2/3 and 2/4, I believe. And you can trade back up into the first round with that ammunition, but he's got 8 picks. He said he's happy with where he's at, and I like the trade as we speak on paper right now. It's a good move.
Matt must be having a fire alarm going off in his house. Holy moly's. Sounds like my dorm.
No. Now, first of all, what Tyler's saying is if he gets hurt, you can't. The only thing is this is their best option right now.
Yep.
This is their best option that they can go with. Because I understand with the Hill thing, but correct me if I'm wrong, Hunt, but I believe there's 2 posts that Tyler had earlier last week saying, we got it for Sean Hill. He's going to be great. But then a couple hours later, I
believe we saved those posts too.
But I did.
The one we
I
for
did
sure
say that.
you didn't write. You copied and pasted it from somewhere,
I
didn't you?
did. No, I did.
You didn't write that one. Don't tell me you wrote that. Your grammar's not that good.
I did rethink on that, because I sat back and I evaluated everything, and I remember Jared Allen back of the end zone with Sean Hill, and that was not the type of quarterback we need. And you sit there and yeah, Sean's the veteran guy. He's the veteran guy that we need, but he's not going to be there to start. And I'm sorry, he does not have the arm. Yeah, he might be a game manager, but we don't need that. We need somebody that can actually throw our receivers the ball. And yeah,
right. And I'm not saying that Hill is going to be, going to be good or anything like that. I mean, he's old and everything like that. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that you said you believed in him at first, but then you just went back on your statement saying,
I did believe in him because I wanted. You don't want to try to sit there and think that because your starting quarterback got hurt, the season's over. You don't want to believe that. And then once reality sets in, you sit there and you're like, oh my God, this is going to be an emotional train wreck if we roll out the new stadium and even if there wasn't a new stadium. Aaron Rodgers goes down and they have Sean Hill. Lambeau Field's going to be a mess. You don't roll Sean Hill out as your starting quarterback week 1.
Well, right, you don't, and that's what their best option was with Bradford.
Yep.
And Bradford is somebody that, he's not. We're not the Vikings aren't asking him to do a lot.
No, they're not. They're not requiring him to throw 30, 35, 40 times a game.
Yeah, exactly.
And
you have Adrian in the backfield.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, he's 31, but here's the thing: the guy knows how. He's defied the odds before.
Yep.
I mean, he's in great shape and everything like that. You got some talented wide receivers, talented young receivers, and you got a defense that's got your back too. So even if you do have Hill back there too, I mean, I feel like if you put, as Voldy likes to say, Joe Bag of Donuts back there, heck, we're going to win some games. But it is kind of nice. And here's the thing: what Rick's doing is that they're not giving up on this season.
No,
they're not. Because they went and got Sam Bradford. I'm not saying Sam Bradford's going to be, he's going to take us to the Super Bowl. We're going to win and everything like that. No, it just gives them a shot.
Yep.
and that's all you can ask for right now. And I kind of like it, but I kind of want to hear Getty's comments on this, though.
On Sam Bradford coming over here?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear it, Nick.
Well, literally my worry is with Sam Bradford coming over, obviously with his injury history and stuff like that, but also you look at the offensive lines that he's had at the places he's played. Granted, the Eagles were decent, but the team before that, who
St.
could
Louis.
protect him?
St. Louis, they couldn't do it either.
Who could protect him on that line? Even if they got someone in free agency, they ended up being a bust.
They don't have the, like Matt said, they don't have the weapons that Minnesota has. He's never been on a team with a top 10 running team. He has not been on a team with a top 5 defense. Look out. I'm not saying Super Bowl, I'm not saying playoffs, but I think he's going to be one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL this year.
I thought it was my decision.
Yeah, it was not. It was not your. You already had your little time there. Let Nick talk now.
But yeah, if this offensive line actually shifts up to, since we got Boone and Smith, if they work out, I'd say our offensive line is able to keep him upright, and he actually has a really good season for us. Otherwise, yeah,
I agree.
It was a good trade.
He does have his
All right.
greatest assets here in Minnesota. However, I believe, let's see here, can I find it now?
What?
I believe he hasn't had a win in the NFC North, though.
That's fine. He's 0-6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The only nice thing is he does, he did throw for 3,700 yards last year.
it goes back to the teams. He has not had a caliber team to beat the tough NFC North. The NFC North has been tough, and everyone knows the NFC North is tough. You don't just go and beat an NFC North team just because. They're going to give you a battle.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
Well, here's my concern, though. Left tackle, Khalil, is he going to have a better season? Because they've tried year after year. Yeah, they bring in Tony Soprano, excuse me, Soprano. I was just actually watching The Sopranos. It's a common mix-up, but anyway, he's a great coach, O-line coach. Boone's worked with him before, and the thing is he's got to protect them, because if they don't protect Bradford back there, you know what's going to happen. He's going to get injured.
Yep.
So it all comes down to that. If the line can give him time, because if he doesn't have time back there, and it's not going to look good, and then he's going to get hurt, and then we got Mr. Age of the Dinosaurs, Sean Hill, back there as well.
Facebook's going crazy here right now. Holy moly.
Or maybe by that time, you sit there and you look.
That's why I noise.
Taylor Heineke.
Oh, good Lord. The guy was, kicking down whatever he's doing.
Every game he's played in, he's looked good. He's looked good.
Yeah, no,
and you can't knock the dude.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, Tyler, but I don't want to go that far ahead yet. Let's just wait till week 1, and then we can.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying if injury does happen to Bradford.
We had a good discussion on Facebook right now. I'm
maybe have Heineke start over Hill.
They're discussing about the Bears and the Packers right now on Facebook, on our Facebook page. It's very fun. Let's see here. The NFC Lucas says the NFC is a joke. It has been dominated by Green Bay since the 90s. And then it said the Bears went to the Super Bowl. I don't remember the Bears going to the Super Bowl. Oh, did they go to the Super Bowl? Yeah, they did. They lost to Peyton. That's right. Mm-hmm. And then didn't win it, though. Since the Bears fired Ditka, they've only made it the playoffs 5 times. Every tough division needs a staple. And they want us to go back and talking about Tom Brady. So it's been kind of a little back and forth here on not Twitter, on Facebook. While we're talking about the Vikings. We're talking about every team but the Vikings. So since we kind of have that on, and we've kind of discussed a little bit about Sam Bradford. Well, actually, we'll do it because our little agree or disagree segment here we have with it. Does Sam Bradford start week 1 in 4 days?
Yes.
2 yeses, Matt. What do you got?
I say yes too. I think you have a guy that is just starting out and everything, but in my opinion, I feel like he's probably the best option. I don't know about Sean Hill. If it is Sean Hill, then, we'll have to wait and see. But I think with Bradford is that you've got a guy that can just start. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have the playbook down yet. Well, we can all agree on that. He doesn't have the playbook down yet. And
If he's got 5%, I'd be pretty
Sunday's-
shocked.
Yeah, exactly. And, if they feel like he's not ready to go, then, yeah, go with Sean Hill. The thing is who's going to, if Bradford plays well against Tennessee, then we know he's going to be the guy.
And if you look
then
at it,
going-
Tennessee, they were expecting Teddy Bridgewater to be playing.
Yep.
Now they were expecting Sean
They
Hill.
expect Bradford to play.
Bradford, they don't even play Philly this year, so they haven't looked at Bradford in how long. So, I mean, you're kind of throwing Tennessee, all these kind of...
Yeah, they said that they're expecting him, though. That's the thing. They're expecting Bradford to start.
All right. So everybody's pretty much going yes. I mean, I kind of am split. I say Hill to start the game, and then you bring Bradford in at some point.
Yeah, you could do that, too. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
And now with Sam Bristol's talking about Sam Bradford here, are the Vikings still the team to beat in the NFC North after the trade of Sam Bradford?
Yes.
Jeez, someone really...
We got a quarterback back. If we were for sure rolling with Sam wow.
We don't even know the quarterbacks anymore.
if we were rolling with Hill, then I'd say no. Packers are the team to beat. Because I told Metzler as soon as Bridgewater went down, I said, "Congrats on the North," because I honestly did not see the Vikings making a bold statement like this, and they did. And now I think we're still the favorite to win.
What do you got, Nick?
Don't give Metzler the pleasure.
No, he told me that he didn't want it. He said that he did not want it to come down like this. Is exactly what he told me. He kind of laughed at me, but he's like,
He's messing with you.
yeah.
All right, Nick, what's your opinion on that?
It's no question at all that we are the team to beat in the NFC North. There's no question at all. Green Bay doesn't have a defense. The Bears are a big old question mark right now.
They're more than a question mark.
And then
They still
Detroit.
have Jay Cutler.
Then Smoker. Then you got Detroit. Stafford. Who else is there?
No Megatron.
No Megatron.
Yeah.
So pretty much we have the elite defense. We have a quarterback that's not exactly proven with our system yet, but he has a lot of potential showing already. So we're absolutely the ones to beat in the North. Absolutely.
And
Play for Teddy.
yeah,
Absolutely.
And speaking of Teddy and Bradford and all that,
He manages to find something during a conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Bradford said that him and Bridgewater talked today at practice, and he's offering words of wisdom, going to help him rehab and everything. And he only asks one thing from Bridgewater.
Yeah, to help him. I
To-
watched the press
to
conference.
basically help him out and be there as much as possible, because he said he'd really appreciate that.
I would love to say the Vikings are the favorite, but I just don't see it. Jordy Nelson is healthy now. The Packers still have the most dominant offense out there when Jordy Nelson's healthy.
Lucas just said Vikings will win the division.
Here, let me
I,
say something.
as much as it hurts for me to say it, I think I have the Packers still up over the top. Just
And I don't blame
over the top.
I don't blame you at all, really, Hunt, because I mean it is tough. Yeah, you bring back Jordy, but here's the big thing that people are always talking about. Like, oh, Jordy's back always.
And Matt, I don't like to agree with
Jordy's back.
Coom at all on anything.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about Coom, are we?
Thank
But-
the Lord.
Yeah, no kidding. But basically, Jordy, it's all Jordy. It's like that's one guy, and also you have to understand too that they don't, like Getty said, they don't have a defense that's that very good. And yeah, I got we got Clay moving back outside. I don't care. Name me a secondary guy that's pretty good on the Packers. Sam Shields is not that good.
Clinton Dix.
Marius
No.
Randall, Clinton Dix is not that good either. I really don't think he's that good.
I just hate. I mean, just because you bring Sam Bradford's got so many question marks, and I mean, I like Sam Bradford, but he's got a lot of question marks. It's just,
Right.
and you got Aaron Rodgers, which is still pretty much one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
if not the.
Right.
So I mean,
Right. No, I agree. No, I get that and everything, but are the Vikings the team to beat?
I mean, they did win it, so
Are
technically,
the
yes.
defending champions. They are the defending champions. Of course, they all the teams want to be NFC North champions in that division, but it doesn't. And the Packers aren't going to give a rip who's behind center.
No.
Because they want to get back that title.
Ooh, we got a lot of more stuff here on Facebook. We got Jay Cutler's a cancer to the team. Well, that's true from Lucas. Golden Tate's not a bad receiver in Detroit. Amir Abdullah's going to have a breakout year. I like that. I do like that. Because I do have him on my fantasy team. That's the only reason why I'm saying that.
Amendola?
Yeah. Or no, Abdullah.
Oh, okay.
Abdullah. From
Amir.
Nebraska. Let's hear. And then Lucas, of course, said the Vikings will win the division. Let's hear. We got Jordy will be injured again by week 6. Jordy will turn into Derrick Rose. And then a couple more things that I cannot repeat live on the air. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, wow.
Well, there's reasons for it. You'll understand it. But I just can't repeat it. But let's see. What time do we got here? All right, we're getting close to break time. So I'd like to thank Matt for being on for seems like an hour. But it's always great to have Matt on.
Yeah, thanks
Well,
again,
oh,
Matt.
yeah, for sure. I like to come on, make sure Tyler's behaving and whatnot, and hopefully, Tyler doesn't say anything too absurd, unless I might have to, just have the show again. And
Well, might as well. We got plenty of openings Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Besides Monday. Mondays are kind of locked up.
Well, I'll call it Voldy, and then we'll just have him call in.
Have a quick alumni show.
Yeah, might as well. No,
I think that would be nice. I think we should have an alumni sports zone. We're gonna put that in Banks. We're gonna expect an alumni sports zone here in the. We'll go a couple weeks.
Yeah, might as well do a couple weeks, maybe during homecoming or
There
something.
you go. All right, thanks for coming on here, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll talk to you guys later.
Yep.
Bye, bud.
Bye.
Great having Matt on all the time. But looks like we're going to have to go to break here quickly. But let's see here. What else were we... Well, they want me to say the stuff on the air, but I can't really say half the stuff that's popping up there. I mean, it's funny to me, but I just
Exercise
can't...
your bleeps, man. Exercise your bleeps.
Well, they would be bleep and bleep. Let's put it that way. Bleep and bleep. Yeah, that's how I'd say it. Bleep and bleep. So I use my bleeps. You're good. Oh, and I'm getting yelled at by Lucas. He said to keep it G-rated here. I like PG-13.
Sometimes
Well, I could say Dick Bramer. That's no problem. As long as it has a name on it, I could say it. Oh, good Lord.
Uh-oh.
We're not even going to make it to break, are
Uh-oh.
we?
Sports Live. Who's this?
This is Jack.
Mr. Dankert.
Oh, Jack. How's it going?
What's up, Huntley?
How's it going?
Okay. Who do you think's going to be the best fantasy running back this year?
Hit me.
AP or Todd Gurley?
I go Todd Gurley just because he's on my team.
Yes.
I took him number 3 overall, so he's my guy.
I took him 2 overall.
Well, I had Gabe who was half drunk by that time taking Antonio Brown number 2, so I was good.
I'm going to throw a curveball.
You're going to go AP because
AP.
you're just a die-hard Vikings fan. It's a no-brainer.
It's Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, hands down.
See, Tyler. We
Whatever.
got shut out.
Oh, well. We'll all be you all be laughing when I get the last laugh.
Hey, Tyler, I want your serious...
You give him everything you got. We'll leave the air here.
You
Why
want
do you think Garoppolo will be better than Brady?
Why?
Yes.
Strong arm. He's got the same weapons Brady does, and Belichick, he learned under Brady. Why not come in and be like Brady or better? You know, you sit there and you look. Aaron Rodgers
He's been under Belichick for 10+ years.
Yeah, but you look at like Aaron Rodgers compared to Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers is probably gonna go down pretty close, if not below Favre. But you sit there and you look.
Below Favre.
But you sit there and you look that people with under the wings can sit there and excel at this level. And Brady's getting up there in age, and they got to turn to Jimmy at some point. And if you start off 4-0, 3-1, now's the time. You look at it.
Okay, well, Tom Brady, Belichick was already named Brady as the starter.
Yeah.
The difference between Rodgers and Favre is that Rodgers took over the team after Favre was done.
Favre? No.
Yes.
No, let's get this correct
Favre
here.
was
No. Let's get this correct. All right. Favre was not done. Favre, honestly, he could still play today.
Favre was done with Green Bay.
Nah, Favre would have not been done with Green Bay. Favre would have been just fine if Green Bay would have had patience. You don't push the Hall of Fame quarterback out with that. You not push. He was loyal to the fan base. He was loyal to the team, and you do not push the Hall of Famer out. Favre was not ready to be done, and it showed in 2009 when he almost led the Vikings to the Super Bowl. All right, and if it wasn't for the Saints cheating and chip-shotting at Favre, Favre would have went down and had a Super Bowl victory with the Vikings.
Okay, but Belichick has faith in Brady.
Yeah.
He was already named as the starter.
Who wouldn't have faith in Brady? I have faith in Brady. But
why are you saying Garoppolo will start over him?
Because you got to turn it over to the rookie at some point. Jimmy, he comes in, lights it up 4-0, 3-1, and you sit there. You have to sit back and reevaluate everything. You have to be like, do we move forward with Jimmy? Do we mess with his confidence and say, nope, you're not starting? Do you really want that to happen? No, I wouldn't. You got a quarterback that learned under one of the greatest quarterbacks. You let him play. This is gonna turn. This is gonna turn in to be a Brett Favre.
All right, Tyler. I gotta stop.
Jeremy Lin lit up the NBA for 17 games. Flukes happen.
Yeah, the flukes do. But I'll have to stop you, Jack. We gotta hit a break, so we're gonna have to let you go here. And
all right, see you, Huntley.
Yeah, we'll see you. All right, we're gonna take a break. Oopsie, we're gonna take a break and come back. You've been listening to Sports Live here on Mustang Radio.
NFL Pick'em with Zach Huntley and Nick Getty and the one and only.
All right, we're finally going to mute him.
Yes.
There was about time we do that. I was waiting for the right moment. I found that right moment to mute. It might be a while, too. You're in a dead sweat, you notice that? That's how much your blood pressure raised during that argument.
It's hot back here.
Well, I
wonder why.
Yeah, well, when you got a bigger guy in a little room and then he gets very angry over Jimmy Garoppolo, I mean...
No, it wasn't even that. I've been hot
all
day.
We got people asking, so I'm going to bring out, and I did have a question for it, for agree or disagree. Still on NFL, did the San Francisco 49ers do the right thing by keeping Colin Kaepernick on the 54-man roster? You go ahead, Tyler. I threw him a curveball. He doesn't know what to say.
Yes.
You agree with that statement?
I do agree with that
Okay,
statement.
why?
Because, yes, he was in the wrong for not standing for the national anthem, but as an American, you have that right. You don't have to stand. You don't have to sit. You have that right. There's nothing in the law saying that you have to stand for the national anthem.
Oh, you done already?
Yep.
Jeez.
You
I like
actually
it.
took
Yeah.
me back in shock.
I know, you actually said the right thing.
Matt, he sounded artistic.
He did sound. He actually sounded like he knew something. Woohoo! There's just one thing: publicity, and it's bad publicity. It's
It
bad.
is. It's bad, but there's.
I like that. Lucas said, "Why should I care if Squidward is QBing for the 49ers and if he sits or not?" I like it.
Squidward looks like
Squidward.
he Kaepernick looks like Squidward.
You know, he looks like the Afro Man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the problem is if they do get rid of him, there's backlash, and that's the big problem. But if I was a GM, I don't know. I don't know if I'd keep him. I mean, he's got every right to do what he did because he does. Everybody's got the right. We all got the right to say what we want to say. There's always consequences to everything you do. As my Tina's just sleeping through this whole thing, so she finds nothing interesting, I guess, unless we talk about Michigan.
She's sleeping.
Yeah, well, that's what you're doing. She's going sleeping on there. But
Get Tyler going. Get
I
Tyler
know.
going.
But I mean, he's got every right to do what he does, and I mean, as long as we don't see everybody start kneeling down, then I really don't. Probably Tina finally called.
Probably.
We're never gonna. We got all these callers.
Sports Live. Who's this?
What do you want me to say? I'm not sleeping.
You're not sleeping.
Or is that a ha ha? Oh, that's a ha ha ha. I thought it was a snoring thing. Like, look at my computer sideways. That's why.
Oh, Zach.
Oh, there we go. Now it's moving. Ha ha ha. I thought it was snoring because it looks like the dang thing is
No,
sleeping.
it does look like he's sleeping.
No. No, Kaepernick, he's it's a whole different story with him. You know, he's got a point to prove. I'm not sure he's going about it the right way, but he feels it is, so whatever floats his boat. He's entitled to do what he wants to do.
Yes. Do you think the 49ers made the right call?
Well, you know, what are you going to do? The guy's entitled to what he believes, you know?
That's correct.
Except you just got to learn not to wear police looking like pig socks. Just don't do that, or you're gonna have no security at your football games.
Or the
Right,
shirt
yeah,
he wore.
That's something different, but, you know, yeah. But I do have a question for Tyler.
Yep.
You got it all.
Do you think Minnesota's going to win this year, right?
What are we talking about winning?
Or at least a division.
Yes.
Okay. Last year you were all gun, they're going to go all the way, right?
Yep.
Okay, last year you had tons of them on your fantasy team.
Yep.
This year you have a couple.
Yep.
So why didn't you pick your whole team like last year?
Because I'm sitting there and I'm starting to think of more reality, not sitting there and not gonna be the word homer. I'm trying to think more outside of the box and not make everything Vikings related, not make everything Minnesota related. I got to start getting into the professional field.
Okay, well I have to admit, Tyler, you sound a lot better this year.
Thanks.
He sounds a lot better. I'm absolutely shocked by that right there.
But what did you think about? Did you guys happen to see the backup while he was trying out for the position, Ruddock for the Lions?
Oh, Jake
Rudock.
Yeah, Ruddock. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he wasn't much better at Michigan, so I mean, he's fine
Well,
somewhere.
He's Lions, but I thought he looked a lot better than what we had. But yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, I won't keep you from your Kaepernick, thing. So
I think we actually have to get some picks going here.
okay.
All right. Well, thanks again for calling, Tina, and we'll see you. We'll hopefully hear from you next Monday.
You're only on once a week this year?
Yeah, once a week, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. I'll try to be there.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we're starting to sound like classifieds. Classified number 5. Caller number 5. Caller number 6. Let's see here. We got another comment here. If Tebow kneeled during the national anthem, there wouldn't be nearly as much negativity outcry. You
That's
got
true.
that
Very
right.
true. Very true.
The guy's a God-given man. Nothing would be bothered there. But the problem is when you bring in when you say you're sitting and you bring in the comment of police brutality, that takes it to a whole new level.
Yes.
And, well, I should say a lot of those sports analysts guys went over the top multiple times, calling him not black, this, that, and that. But, I mean, it's just so tough that you can't say anything because you say one little teeny word the wrong way, you're done. And there's a lot of people have done that so far. So, I don't know. I hope it quiets down now for a long time. We don't have to hear about it, but I have a feeling we're not going to be doing that. Oh, good Lord. Why did I bring up Tebow? Now I'm getting questions about Tebow in the MLB. What are my opinion on it? What are your opinions on it? The guy was a baseball star when he was a junior in high school, but he hasn't played in 12 years.
High school.
Well,
No college ball.
Well, he was going to play, but Urban Meyer kind of locked it up in a key and didn't let any scouts see anything because he, had a Heisman year and was pretty dang good and didn't want to play 2 sports.
Yeah.
So he's got good power.
It
Saw
showed him
that.
even though he only hit one.
Yeah. Well, on the one he hit was, 430? 450. I mean, he see, people think it's a publicity stunt. That's totally wrong. The guy played baseball.
Wants to do it.
He wants to do it, but it's because it's Tim Tebow.
Yeah, no.
If Tim Tebow went and played, I don't know, what else could you? The NBA, or tried to do that. I mean, then that would be a publicity stunt because he wasn't a basketball guy.
Mm-hmm.
He played baseball. He wants to try to play baseball. I just don't know. That's
Huntley,
what
you were a high school baseball player.
I know. I was a
high school star. Why didn't you try out?
Why did I try out to play in the major leagues? There's multiple. We could be here all freaking night to find that one out. Let's see here. I have no speed. I don't hit for power. I'm a contact hitter. I got good glove. That's about all. Oh, they said Schumacher's telling me I can't hit the curveball. He's talking to the wrong person. He should look in the mirror himself. He couldn't hit the curveball. At least I could attempt to hit the curveball. See, I was a great first baseman. Yeah, I was a great first baseman. That was about it. That's the only good thing out of everything came out of it.
Huntley was a double play machine, too.
That was my weaknesses with bases loaded, double plays. Double plays were my weaknesses. That's why they didn't want me to
play.
Isaac's talking about Tebow. My bad. Oh yeah, Tebow can't hit the curve, but that's a lot of guys that haven't played baseball in a long time can't hit the curveball. They can hit the fastball all day, they just can't hit the curveball.
All right. Well,
not me. I couldn't hit the curveball anyways. That's why I swung at the first pitch. Didn't have to worry about hitting the curveball. But I could hit a batting practice home run off a guy throwing 85. Holy moly's. Yeah, but I hit a guy throwing 95, and I took it to the gap if it wasn't for the center fielder making the catch.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
I think we need to get the picks.
I'm like dying. We got to get the picks now?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
We need to stay on track, guys. Let's go.
You're telling me to stay on track. You're the one that had a 10-minute argument with a...
That wasn't my fault.
I think Jack's a sophomore this year. Is he a senior?
You said
junior?
you and Nick were getting up and leaving. So
we
you guys
did get up and leave. I wasn't going to stick around.
That wasn't my fault.
Oh, junior. Jack's already a junior. I didn't even know. You were having an argument with a junior in high school, and you're almost 30. You're halfway to 30. You're having an argument with a high school. He looks 50 to me.
Wow. Thanks, guys.
All right, let's see here. We'll get the NFL picks now. And the same way, you got confidence 16-1. So, now this is where if I really wanted to keep track, I could do the same thing as I did. But I won't because I like to win, and I'm just throwing picks out here at this point. So, all right, start out with the good old game on Thursday night. The Denver Broncos at home taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers.
With what? That's my computer's still going.
We doing the
Yep, same thing. 1-16 you got.
16 Panthers.
Oh. I'm glad you're not in my uncle's lead. You'd be dead last, and I thought my cousin was bad. I think you kind of passed him. I mean, if they win, it don't matter. All right, what do you got?
Carolina was
Jeez,
7.
As I have to go back and forth now. I got to go split screen because we got people talking and... Okay.
Carolina 7.
Oh, good Lord. Now they're talking. Ugh, I don't even want to know what they're talking about. You're going Carolina 7. They're getting off topic on Facebook. And then I'll go with Carolina with like a 3. Yeah, we'll go with the 5. Next game, of course, because I have the way mine is on. I have Minnesota on the road taking on Tennessee.
Minnesota.
And I was going to say I could have put that in there.
We'll go 12.
12.
Minnesota with a 10.
10. I'll go Tennessee with a 15. No. Derrick Henry going to run for 180. No, I'm kidding. I'll go Minnesota with a 9. This, by the way, will not be my picks for my uncle's pool. If by golly he ends up listening to this will not be my picks. All right. Green Bay on the road taking on Jacksonville.
Ooh.
Green Bay. 9.
Green Bay with a 9 from Nick. Tyler?
Jacksonville 6.
Wow.
Okay, I think he topped yours.
Mash.
And this is actually probably will end up being close to my regular pick. Green Bay with a 15. I always go Green Bay high. I've always done that. Actually, wait a second. Let me look. Actually, we're going to go Green Bay 16. Always have done that. Just like New England. All right, let's see here. We got Buffalo on the road taking on Baltimore.
Buffalo 9.
Buffalo with a 9. Nick?
This was kind of hard for me.
The Bills Mafia. You got that?
I'll go with the Bills. Let's go with a 5.
Bills in a 5. Have you seen that video of their fans like jumping or breaking tables, like getting slammed at a table with like fire? Those people are crazy. Really crazy. I'll tell you that. I'll go Buffalo with a 6. I'm crazy enough to pick them. Holy moly, says people are still going circle the wagons. Okay. Chicago on the road taking on Houston.
Houston? What do I have left?
Pretty much a lot besides in the middle. You got 11, 10, and an 8 in the middle. Everything else in
Houston,
the outside.
8.
Houston 7.
Oh, you do have a 7. I'll go Houston with a 13. They're playing a Chicago team that's very, very bad. Let's put it that way. Very bad. The Cleveland Browns that don't have Josh Gordon week 1 taking on the Philadelphia Eagles who don't have Sam Bradford for week 1, but do have Mr.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
Philly. What do I have left?
Philly, you got high. You got 15, 14, 13, 15 and down.
14.
As their fly keeps bothering me and has been for
Philly
a while.
and who?
You going Philly with the 15? All right. Tyler, what are you going with?
Who's Philly playing again?
I said they're playing Cleveland.
Philly, and we'll go
Do a hey JJ.
5.
A 5. Philly with the 5. Now here's the one where I'm gonna kind of take a little shock of the worlds.
You're going RG3, ain't you?
We're going to do some RG3, baby. Cleveland's gonna be 1-0 for once. I'm going Cleveland with the 1. Why not? I mean, come on. Cleveland's got to win sooner or later. They're on a high. You got the Indians winning. You got Cavs winning. Why not the Browns? Might as well. Let's see here. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks on the road taking on Atlanta.
You know, Jameis Winston, preseason hot.
Jameis Winston. I didn't know that was his first name. It's
I said Jameis.
You said Jameis.
I said Jameis.
Okay, maybe I'm just losing my hearing, but I thought that's what you said. But that's okay.
Tampa Bay, what's my highest?
16.
What's my second highest?
15.
14.
Tampa Bay with a 14. What do you got, Nick?
14 Tampa Bay.
I'll go with Tampa Bay with a 12, and I'm going to say Mike Evans has 2 touchdown passes and 150 yards receiving, and he gives me a victory on my way to trying to repeat as fantasy football champion. As my trophy, I should have brought my trophy to school, but it only was a 40-pound Indian.
Oh,
couldn't do it.
My gosh.
Yeah, couldn't do it.
Trophies, man.
I love trophies. I love trophies. Next game, we got Cincinnati on the road taking on the Jets, Jets.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati with the what? You got a 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, and 4 and down.
13.
13. Jack, I can say Cincinnati I can say Indiana or Indian all I want. I have a trophy at home that's an Indian. I have every right to say it. Nick, what do you got?
Jets with an 8.
The Jets. I'll go Cincinnati with an 11. I can tell you right now, I think a little more than I think much more than this when I do my actual picks. It's not this PC. Good Lord. Native American is politically correct. Okay, so I have a Native American trophy at home. Okay, we got the Raiders on the road taking on those Saints. He don't know those Saints.
Derek Carr is going to eat alive that defense.
That defense is bad. Oakland with a what?
14.
You already used a 14. 15? This computer is flying.
Whatever.
I'm about to sue you, spelled SIOUX. Sorry. Okay, Nick. You got 13, 12, 11, and then a 6 and 4 and down.
13 on the Raiders.
13 on the Raiders.
I don't feel that Breeze can carry him on this one.
I take Oakland with I'm going to go with the hype, but I'll go with the 15 on them.
Oof.
I love to do that, but that's okay. We got the Chargers on the road taking on the Chiefs.
Chargers.
Chargers, what do you got, Nick?
Highest number I got.
All right, 12 it is. You're going
Chiefs with my second highest.
Your second, so that's an 11, okay. And then I'll go Kansas City with like an 8. San Diego, baby. You can't say Chiefs either, so we got to say Native Americans. So it's the Kansas City Native Americans against. Well, we're already done with that game anyway. What time do we got here? Oh, we got 1:10 to get through a couple more games. We got the Dolphins on the road taking on those mean old Seahawks.
Seahawks.
You want your highest?
16.
All right.
Highest number I got.
All right. And I'll take that up there, too. That's 14 for me. All right. We got the Lions on the road taking on the Colts.
Colts.
You got a 6 and then 4 and down.
Let's go with the 6.
See, even Nick makes it easy. Puts everything right in a row.
Colts.
Colts with what? You got a 4 and down or a 10?
10. Sorry, Tina.
What Tina say? Detroit. Well, if Detroit actually had a defense and they didn't lose a guy at 30 years old, it'd be a difference. I go with the Colts at a 7. Maybe not. I'll go with the Colts with the 10. I gotta go with my. I'm looking at the rest of the games. I don't have
Rest
anything.
in peace, Tina.
R.I.P. Tina. Woo! And then we got the Giants against Cowboys.
Whew.
You guys
Cowboys.
got all 4 and down.
Cowboys. Go for 4.
All right.
Dak Prescott is going to do amazing.
I'm Dakin too.
Dakin with a what?
The highest.
Oh, she's crying now.
I got the highest.
All right, so you both go Dallas with the 4. I'll take I'll take the Giants with a 3. Picked them last year. I actually didn't pick them last year. Oh, good Lord, Isaac. I didn't need to know that. Sunday Night Football, Patriots against Cardinals. This will be the last pick, and then the rest of them will have to be off.
Cardinals.
What do you want for Patriots?
Highest.
Highest for you two?
3.
All right, and I'll take Arizona with a 4. All right, we're going to have to do the rest of it off the air because it is time to go, unfortunately. First show went a little quickly here. But, of course, we'll be back next week talking about college football and NFL again. And we'll see what other good stuff goes. And I hope everybody continues to listen because we had a good crowd here on Facebook and people calling. I like it.
I like the questions on Facebook, too.
I like questions on Facebook. Liked it all. So we'll see y'all next week on Monday again. You've been listening to Sports Live here on Mustang Radio.